Let's make a rosemary vanilla syrup. I'm gonna get a 1.5 cups of water heating on our stove. If you wanna make this at home, follow along. It's super easy. Then I'll take, I would say, for about a 1.5 cups, that much rosemary. So this is kind of 3 sprigs. And then we can just, if you don't know how to, quickly do rosemary, just do that. Boom, you got all your sprigs. Thanks Food Network for teaching me that as a teenager. So we'll get all of this ready to go. It already smells so fragrant. It smells so good. You know what? We need a little more. I think honestly 2 sprigs more. I want this to be very rosemary forward. You're just gonna give this rosemary a rough chop. Doesn't have to be super fine, super even, just something to get the oils expressed and get a little more surface area. I don't have the proper equipment or tools, so I'm going to attempt to do some rough cuts with, that's actually not terrible, a plastic knife. I went to film this and realized I really need to buy some cutting boards and actual knives. But anyways, we'll make do. So as you can see, I'm not doing anything, super fine, just something to get some surface area and a little bit of oil extraction, like I said. Don't need to be picky with it. Just a quick chop. Perfect, that should be good enough for what I'm able to do, at least. Then I'm just gonna slide this right into the boiling water. And then we'll add in our pure vanilla extract. I'm just gonna do a capful. It's probably like a teaspoon. You don't want the vanilla to be overly powering. You want the rosemary to shine through. So don't want to overdo it with the vanilla. But for about a 1.5 cups, a teaspoon's perfect. That's already smelling so good, and it's not even steeped yet. Then I'm gonna add a pretty heavy pinch of salt. We really want this to be flavorful, and that's gonna help draw out a good amount of flavor. You should be salting all of your simple syrups. Give this a little swirl, and then I'm gonna let this simmer for about 10 minutes. Let that rosemary steep into this water. Notice I didn't add my sugar yet. We're gonna do that at the very end. I found adding it now and simmering that sugar for 10 minutes gives it a bit of a caramely note to the sugar. You're caramelizing and cooking the sugars. So we're gonna add it in at the last second to avoid that, so that the rosemary flavor is forward and super clean and fresh and clear. Our rosemary vanilla water has been stewing for about 10 minutes. You can see it's got some good color and flavor out of there. Can't smell it, but it smells good too. So we're just gonna add in equal parts. So 1.5 cups of water, or sugar, I'm sorry. Then we'll stir that. I think my ratio got off, or maybe it's not dissolved yet. Then we're gonna stir this and then bring it up to heat just so the sugar can properly dissolve. All right, I think that's good. I think that's just bubbling. That is turned off, so I will get my syrup bottle ready. And then I'm just going to put it through a strainer so we don't get all that rosemary in there. Perfect. Always makes such an interesting color, but I love it. This syrup makes delicious hot or cold lattes. It's my favorite syrup in the winter. It's just herbal and floral, yet you have that vanilla to kind of round it out and make it, it's just perfectly balanced. It's so good. You need to make this right now before you even finish watching this video. Get in your kitchen and make this.